Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we dive into the unfolding crisis between Steffi Forrester and Finn, a crisis that may reshape their future forever. Steffi and Finn's relationship has always been a whirlwind of love, devotion, and relentless obstacles. From their passionate beginnings to their battles against outside forces, this couple has weathered many storms. However, their latest challenge might be their most difficult yet, threatening to dismantle the foundation they have carefully built. While they have shared moments of unwavering love and resilience, the weight of this new crisis could push them to a breaking point. Will they emerge stronger than ever, or will this be the end of their love story? Fans are on edge, bracing for what's next. One significant factor that could tip the scales in favor of saving their marriage is the possibility of Steffi finding out she's pregnant. Soap operas often use unexpected pregnancies as a way to shift the narrative and realign characters with their destinies. If Steffi discovers she's carrying another child with Finn, it might force her to reevaluate everything. Would she really walk away from their future together knowing that they are about to bring another life into the world? This pregnancy twist could serve as a much-needed emotional anchor, reminding Steffi of the love and partnership she shares with Finn, something too valuable to abandon over temporary conflicts. A new baby would also deepen Finn's connection to Steffi, giving them both something tangible to hold on to during this time of uncertainty. Perhaps they would see it as a sign that, despite all the chaos surrounding them, their love is still strong and capable of withstanding the storm. It wouldn't be the first time a child helped a couple on The Bold and the Beautiful find their way back to each other, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. But even with the potential for new life on the horizon, the tension between Steffi and Finn remains undeniable. The revelation that Luna Nozawa is Finn's biological daughter has thrown a wrench into their once solid relationship, leaving them both grappling with conflicting emotions. For Finn, this discovery is life-altering. He never imagined that he had another child out there, let alone one who had unknowingly been part of his world all along. While his instinct may be to embrace Luna and make up for lost time, Steffi may not share the same enthusiasm. Steffi has already endured more than her fair share of heartbreak, and the thought of another major disruption in her marriage may be more than she can handle. After the relentless torment she faced from Sheila Sharp, Finn's dangerous, manipulative biological mother, she had hoped for a period of peace in their lives. Unfortunately, peace is rarely an option in the world of The Bold and the Beautiful. Now, just when she thought she could finally enjoy her happily ever after, she finds herself dealing with yet another unexpected twist. The true villain in Steffi's eyes might not even be Finn, it's Poppy Nozawa. Poppy's long-standing silence on Luna's paternity will likely be seen as an unforgivable betrayal. Why did she wait so long to tell the truth? What was her motivation for keeping Finn in the dark all these years? Did she have an agenda, or was she simply trying to protect her daughter from complications? No matter her reasoning, Steffi might find it difficult to forgive a woman who has caused such upheaval in her marriage. And what about Luna herself? The young woman, caught in the middle of a paternity scandal she never asked for, will be struggling with her own emotions. She grew up without knowing who her father was, and now she's suddenly faced with the reality that Finn, a man she admired from afar, is actually her biological dad. Will she embrace this new relationship, or will she feel guilty for being the catalyst of Steffi and Finn's troubles? Luna's emotional journey in the wake of this revelation could be just as compelling as the fallout between Finn and Steffi. Finn is about to find himself at a crossroads, forced to choose between two competing priorities, his love for Steffi and his responsibility to Luna. While he may believe he can balance both, soap opera history tells us that such attempts rarely go smoothly. If he dedicates too much time to bonding with Luna, Steffi may feel neglected and unappreciated. If he tries too hard to reassure Steffi, Luna may feel unwanted and cast aside. No matter what he does, someone is bound to get hurt. To make matters even more complicated, there's always the possibility that an outside force, such as Sheila Sharp, could use this situation to her advantage. If Sheila catches wind of Finn's dilemma, she might manipulate the situation to drive a wedge between him and Steffi. Given Sheila's history of scheming and destruction, she could easily play the role of a twisted mentor to Luna, influencing her perception of Finn and his family. Could Luna become an unwitting pawn in Sheila's game? It's a chilling thought, but one that wouldn't be surprising given Sheila's past actions. Meanwhile, Steffi will be grappling with whether she can truly forgive Finn for what she sees as yet another betrayal. While he never intentionally hid Luna from her, the fact remains that his past continues to create complications in their present. If she reaches a breaking point, she may start considering whether she's better off without him. Could Steffi's frustration lead her to seek comfort elsewhere? If so, could this set the stage for another romantic entanglement, perhaps with a familiar face from her past? The Bold and the Beautiful loves revisiting old flames, and if Steffi feels emotionally abandoned, she might find herself reconnecting with someone unexpected. Many fans are divided over this storyline, with some arguing that Finn and Steffi should be focusing on building their own family rather than dealing with outside drama. Some viewers are rooting for Finn to have a new child with Steffi rather than being wrapped up in Luna's paternity issues. However, B&B writers seem determined to explore this new chapter in Finn's life, meaning Steffi and Finn will have to decide whether their marriage is worth saving. If they do split, it will send shockwaves through the fanbase. Finn and Steffi have been seen as one of the more stable couples on the show, and seeing them fall apart would be heartbreaking for many viewers. But soap operas are built on tension and unpredictability, meaning no relationship is ever truly safe. If Steffi and Finn are meant to be, they'll have to fight for it, and it won't be easy. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Steffi as she makes her decision. Will she stay and fight for her marriage, or will she decide that Finn's growing connection with Luna is too much to bear? Could a surprise pregnancy change everything, or is this the beginning of a tragic separation? One thing is for certain, drama is guaranteed, and fans won't want to miss a single moment. Stay tuned for more twists and turns as The Bold and the Beautiful continues to shake things up in the most unexpected ways. Next, we dive into a shocking revelation that could turn Finn's life, and his marriage to Steffi, completely upside down. The burning question on everyone's mind is whether Steffi will be able to handle the truth once it finally comes to light. If Finn is confirmed to be Luna's biological father, it won't just be a simple paternity revelation, it will expose an intimate past that Steffi never saw coming. Up until now, she has only seen Poppy as an extended family member, someone who played a sisterly role to Finn's adoptive mother, Lee. But what happens when she realizes that Poppy was so much more to Finn than just a family friend? The emotional shock could send Steffi spiraling, making her question everything about her marriage. Steffi is a woman who thrives on loyalty, trust, and stability, all of which have been shaken before by Finn's past, especially when it came to Sheila Sharp. After enduring so much emotional turmoil because of his biological mother, Steffi thought they had finally moved past the chaos. But now, the past is once again creeping into their present, and this time, it's even more personal. It's not just about Finn discovering a long-lost daughter, it's about the fact that he shared something deeply intimate with Poppy, a relationship that has been hidden all these years. Finn, on the other hand, is struggling to make sense of it all. He needs answers just as much as Steffi does, but his concerns run even deeper. If Luna is truly his daughter, what does that mean for his role in her life? Does he simply walk away, knowing that stepping up as her father could shatter his marriage? Or does he try to navigate the complicated road of co-parenting while keeping his relationship with Steffi intact? The decisions he makes now will have lasting consequences for everyone involved, especially for Steffi, who might feel like she's once again competing with another woman for Finn's devotion. But this isn't just about Finn and Steffi. Poppy's actions and decisions have played a pivotal role in keeping the truth buried for so long. For years, she avoided addressing Luna's paternity, dodging questions, and refusing to give Finn or anyone else the full story. Now that the truth is inching closer to the surface, it's impossible to ignore the role she played in keeping Finn in the dark. But was it intentional deception, or was she just afraid of what the truth might bring? Looking back, the history between Finn and Poppy was something neither of them expected. Poppy wasn't just another woman in Finn's life, she was his first love. Long before he met Steffi, before he built the life he has now, he shared something deeply personal with Poppy. She was a lost soul back then, unsure of what she wanted, crashing at Lee and Jack's house until she could figure out her next steps. But in the process, she found something unexpected, an unbreakable bond with Finn. Their connection wasn't fleeting, it was intense, transformative, and filled with emotion. Finn was at a stage in his life where everything felt uncertain, and Poppy became the one person he could confide in. Their late-night conversations under the stars weren't just small talk, they were moments of raw honesty, moments that shaped who they both became. Finn had his first experiences with love, passion, and intimacy with Poppy, and for a time, they shared something neither of them had ever felt before. But life had different plans for them. Finn eventually went off to medical school, pursuing his dream of becoming a doctor, while Poppy embraced a freer, more spontaneous lifestyle. They drifted apart, as young lovers often do, and Finn moved on with his life. Or so he thought. Now, 2 decades later, the past has come crashing back with a force neither of them can ignore. The timing of Finn's realization couldn't be more dramatic. Lee's discovery that Tom's liver wasn't a match for Luna set off a chain reaction of revelations that have now led Finn to one conclusion: he needs to know the truth. Lee had initially assumed that her ex-husband, Jack, was Luna's father, but when even his blood type didn't match, the mystery deepened. As Lee voiced her suspicions to Finn, he found himself unable to shake a nagging feeling in his gut. He spent days doing the math, replaying old memories, and trying to make sense of everything before finally confronting Poppy. And that's when it all came out. The truth that had been buried for 20 years finally saw the light of day. Finn and Poppy had a history that went far beyond what anyone suspected. Fans who had been waiting for answers were finally given insight into Finn's past, revealing a version of him that had never been explored before. But with this revelation, new questions arise. How will Luna react if she finds out Finn is her father? She has spent her entire life not knowing the truth, and now, her entire identity could shift in an instant. And what about Steffi? Will she be able to accept this new reality, or will she feel so betrayed that she questions whether she can stay with Finn at all? The bond between Finn and Poppy might be buried in the past, but the emotional weight it carries is undeniable. If Steffi does choose to walk away, it could send Finn into a downward spiral of regret and confusion. Could this be the end of their marriage as they know it? Or will they find a way to overcome this obstacle together? Next, we will unravel the cunning scheme that Steffi Forrester has set into motion, a plot filled with strategy, seduction, and high-stakes drama at Forrester Creations. The stakes have never been higher at Forrester Creations as alliances shift and secret plans unfold behind closed doors. The world of high fashion is often ruthless, and Steffi is proving once again that she is willing to go to extreme lengths to protect her family's legacy. But is she playing with fire by orchestrating a plan that could lead to unexpected consequences? This latest maneuver is designed to break the partnership between Carter and Hope, and if all goes according to plan, it could alter the dynamics at Forrester Creations forever. At the center of it all is Daphne, the key player in Steffi's grand strategy. Steffi carefully chose her as the perfect tool to create friction between Carter and Hope, knowing that introducing an element of temptation could throw everything into disarray. Daphne's arrival in Los Angeles was no coincidence. It was a calculated move, meant to disrupt the growing influence of Hope within the company. The plan was straightforward: if Carter became enamored with Daphne, it would eventually lead him to betray Hope, causing their professional relationship to implode. And once that happened, Hope's position at Forrester Creations would become untenable. The first phase of Steffi's plan has already begun to unfold, and the results are promising. Daphne accepted the offer to collaborate with Forrester Creations on a new fragrance line, an exciting project that places her in close proximity to Carter. With her natural charm and undeniable talent, Daphne has already made an impression, but will she be able to push Carter over the edge? So far, Carter has remained professional, but temptation can be a powerful force, especially in the world of high-stakes business where emotions often blur the lines between personal and professional relationships. But what does this mean for Hope? She has worked tirelessly to establish herself as a key figure at Forrester Creations, carving out her own legacy separate from the shadows of her family's drama. Her partnership with Carter has been a crucial part of her success, built on trust and mutual respect. If Steffi's plan succeeds, it could not only dismantle their professional bond but also cause Hope to question her own place within the company. She might begin to feel isolated, sensing the forces working against her, but will she recognize Steffi's role in this before it's too late? Meanwhile, Ridge is stepping in, trying to offer advice to both Steffi and Daphne, cautioning them about the path they are taking. He believes that business should be conducted cleanly, without resorting to manipulative tactics. Ridge has always had a complicated relationship with both his daughters and his business empire, and while he understands Steffi's drive to protect Forrester Creations, he may not fully approve of the lengths she is willing to go. Will Steffi listen to her father's wisdom, or is she too determined to carry out her plan to back down now? This is a day filled with high-stakes maneuvers, emotional turmoil, and unexpected twists. The battle for control at Forrester Creations is far from over, and with so many players involved, it's impossible to predict how this will end. Will Carter fall into the trap set for him? Will Hope realize what's happening before her career is jeopardized? And most importantly, will Steffi's plan ultimately backfire, causing damage she never anticipated? One thing is for certain: this is the bold and the beautiful, and nothing ever goes according to plan. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this explosive storyline and the fallout that is sure to come.